Most people think being smart is about knowing more facts, more books, more education. But that's not what actually sets you apart. What really makes you stand out is how you think, how you see the world, and how you handle the things most people ignore. The truth is, it's not about having a high IQ. It's about mastering the mental habits that 90% of people never even notice. So today, I'll show you 5 mindset shifts that quietly place you in the top 10%. No ego, no overthinking, just quiet mental power. Let's get into it. 1. You don't argue to win, you ask to understand. Here's the trap. Most people debate to be right. They defend, they attack, they need to win. But smart people, they know truth isn't something you win. It's something you uncover. So instead of trying to prove a point, they ask real questions. What makes you think that? Have you considered this? What outcome are you really looking for? They make the other person feel safe, not challenged. And in that safety, real clarity happens. Smart people aren't trying to beat you. They're trying to understand you, because that's how minds are changed. 2, you think in terms of systems, not just situations. Here's what most people miss. They get stuck in moments. I failed this test. I got rejected. I had a bad day. And they spiral. They panic. They quit. But the smartest people, they zoom out. They don't see isolated failures. They see systems. They ask, what system created this result? What can I tweak and try again? When you zoom out far enough, failure stops looking like defeat and starts looking like feedback. And when failure becomes informational, growth becomes inevitable. 3, you focus on what you can control. Most people waste their energy on things they can't change. What others think, what might go wrong, what someone else did wrong. And that creates frustration, anxiety, stagnation. But smart people cut through the noise with one filter. Is this within my control? If the answer is no, let it go. If it's yes, take action. No blame, no spiraling, just calm, focused motion. That calm clarity, it's what makes them unstoppable. For you know that silence is a superpower. Most people hate silence. They rush to fill it with noise, opinions, distractions. But smart people, they're comfortable in quiet. They think before they speak. They listen more than they talk. They let others reveal themselves. Because they know the person who's least reactive holds the most power. Silence makes people lean in. It creates weight, meaning, and it keeps you in control. If you want to stand out, don't just say smart things. Know when to say nothing. 5, you don't react, you observe. Most people live on autopilot. Something annoys them, they snap. Something scares them, they run. Someone says something dumb, they argue. Instant reaction. No thinking. But the smartest people pause. They observe. They don't get dragged into the storm. They watch it from the outside. That's not weakness. That's control. Because they understand. The moment you react, you give away your power. The moment you pause, you take it back. Observation creates insight. And insight beats impulse every time. Light bulb final thoughts. You don't need to be louder. You don't need to be faster. You don't even need to be smarter. You just need to think differently. Pause before reacting. Ask before judging. Act within your control. Embrace the silence. Zoom out when life feels heavy. Most people won't do this. They'll keep rushing, reacting, and taking everything personally. But if you build these habits, quietly, patiently, you'll move through life with unshakable confidence. You'll start noticing things no one else sees. And that's not luck, or talent, or intelligence. That's awareness. And awareness outsmarts almost everything.